I've been sewing my whole life, really. Like, my mom taught me how to sew probably when I was like 5, like sew a button on stuff, you know. My mom got me a book on how to make miniature teddy bears from the library, and because I like tiny things, and she's like, hey, you'll like this maybe, and I was like, yeah, this is great. And so I like totally got into it, and I made like all the bears in the book like a million times, and I made everyone I knew tiny bears, and I started selling my stuff in like 6th grade for like $2. Okay. My name's Channing Winget, and I sew custom toys. I feel like it's really nebulous, and so I can't like put a title on it. I just do stuff. I do my thing. After I graduated high school, I was working at a craft store, and like I was getting like terrible hours. I was making maybe like $100 a paycheck. It was really terrible. And like on the side I would be sewing, and I realized I was making way more money sewing than I was getting up disgustingly early and going to this other job that I hated, you know. And so most of what I do is like paid commissions. I don't usually do personal projects. Like, it's been nice doing stuff for school because it's kind of personal projects, the few I can fit in there. But so I'll like finish up with like the commissions that I'm working on, and then I'll be like, wow, I'm super broke. I need to buy some groceries. And people email me and say like, oh, I have this cool character I made up, and here's pictures of them. And I'm like, yeah, I can totally do that. And then, so I'll take the pictures that they give me, and I generally just like sketch a lot and like kind of draw them out in different angles and like try and figure out difficult angles that maybe they didn't include in the reference. If it's like something easy, just like a 4-legged standing dog, then generally I know that those patterns are going to work because I've made it a million times, and so I'll just sew it. And then if it's something weirder, then I'll just get like some cheap fabric and then sew it at a smaller scale to make sure all the pieces fit together and stuff. And then I'll sew it and stuff it, and then I'll send pictures to the person and be like, does this look good, or did I mess anything up? And then either they'll be like, yeah, it's cool, or they'll be like, that's completely the wrong color that I asked for, do it again. It's almost harder to do freelance stuff like this because instead of like knowing your set hours and being able to work your schedule around that, you're kind of like, I have this homework that needs to get done, and I have this work that needs to get done, and like you just have to be really good at managing your time. It can be stressful, but I don't know, I like it. I like it better than working set hours, I guess. My prices range from between like $50 and $400, I guess. If I just kept doing exactly what I was doing, I could basically be a single person living in a small apartment sewing, and I would be able to support myself really, but I wouldn't be able to do much else. I like cute things. That sounds really dumb, but I really enjoy just cute, pleasing to look at, just charming little things. I don't know, probably what I enjoy most is just creating things. I don't know, it's just super satisfying. It's a lot better than like, cool, I cleaned this floor real well, you know, like, I don't know, it's it's just generally satisfying making something that's 100% my own, I guess.